Some of you have asked about how to do more of a promotional post. I talked in my marketing training about how you need to have freebies or sales funnels set up on your website so that you're capturing the emails of your website visitors. I mentioned in my marketing training that it makes no sense from a Facebook ad or Instagram ad standpoint to just aggressively sell your company and link them to your services. They're not looking to buy staging or design services when they're scrolling their Facebook or Instagram feed. That's different. In Google, if they're searching for you, then it makes sense to have that ad at the top go because they're searching for stagers or searching for designers. But on Facebook and Instagram, it does not make sense. What does make sense is that you target them with something valuable that they'd be interested in. So I'm using Bianca as an example. I think it's great. Already, she's connected her social profiles, just two, to our Truly Branded social here. And you can see her engagement's already kind of going through the roof, which I love. Now, she has a website that's done through us, HSR, and she's also done a really good job with that. In fact, a lot of people say, oh, the HSR websites all look the same. Well, they only look similar when people don't change them up. And in this case, she put in the hard work and completely changed it up, keeping some aspects of it, like the affiliations and these things, but she added the cheat sheet. I'm going to talk about that. That's a promotion. So that's the way to do it, guys. And she's also added her slider to the homepage, which I think is brilliant. You can add that to the top of any homepage. And she's also added another call to action at the top of her website, which is so, so smart. It's a guide to walk you through. Top dollar guide. This is another thing I give you in the HSR training if you've taken the HSR trainings. I give a lot of things in the HSR training in terms of funnels. So she's obviously taken that training and she's plugged all those funnels into her site. She has the top dollar guide and she even has the cheat sheet. So she has both in there, super smart. And on her website, she's added her services, which I love down here. And she's even taken our FAQ page and put it underneath here. She followed my instructions on the contact us page. So there's a lot of great things that she has done to her site. But one thing that she's running, if we go to her calendar, is she actually runs promotions to those items. So what's the point of having those on your site if you're not running what I call evergreen promotions? I showed you in the marketing, it's really easy to do that, but let's take a look at one of them. You can see how quick her calendar's all filled up because she's signed up with our stuff and she's also added to it, which is so smart. So here is a post that she's doing. This is her kind of promo post. I told you, we're going to put in posts that are your filler posts so that you're not all promo, 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 which is the problem. A lot of people, that's all they do is promote, 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 and nobody wants to see that on your page. But it's smart of her to sprinkle these in. So she's created a great little ad. Get ready to get your staging cheat sheet. And then she has a link to it. So let's go take a look at that. Now here basically is what's called a landing page. And the landing page is where she's just telling people, get your guide, here's your cheat sheet. And she kept it really simple, where all people need to do is fill out their information and to get it now. And if I do that, let's take a look and see what it looks like. Now she has it set. We actually in the websites that we build for people, we actually do have a thank you page in there. A lot of people don't even know that, but you can create your own thank you page. And she just said, hey, great. Please check your email for your great freebie. And then she was very smart. She branded it with her beautiful face. And she actually uses this probably generic thank you page for all of her stuff. So you don't need to have a different thank you page for everything. You just have whatever they're signing up for, go to the email list where they're going to get it via email, which is very smart. So that's kind of how that works. And to show you really quickly as a visual of how that works, I kind of put it here. Let me show you. Basically, you run an evergreen promo post with a link to your freebie. You saw what that looked like, her staging cheat sheet. She created that landing page. She got my email in order to download it. Once that email was given, she took me to a thank you page. Now you can have a custom thank you page with that download there. In her case, she actually is using the thank you page for all of her freebies. That's pretty smart. She's not creating a million thank you pages. And she's just using the email system to send me the freebie with the follow-up emails. Take the time to set this up. Why do you want to do this? Because you spend a lot of money and time trying to drive traffic to your website, and you want to bring people, you want to, that's how you build your email list. And the money is in your email list. Email is still the most valuable thing you can do. And when you set the time up to set up these automated promos, that's what makes sense for you. So I just wanted to show you this. You could see a quick example of it. In 5 minutes, you saw what Bianca did on her site. And now I can show you, if you'd like, if you have a website through us at HSR, how easy it is to set up what Bianca just did. And I'm even going to show you in a way, because I'm always creating freebies for my site because I get the value of sending out different things. And, I know I'm not always going to capture things, but this is my latest and greatest freebie that I'm just now sending out. And it is my IKEA favorites shopping guide. So that's something I'm going to give to all of you. So I'm going to show you how you can set up that freebie. I mean, if you're an HSR, you can set up what she did with the staging cheat sheet, that sort of thing. Technically, I think you should have a freebie for every service that you offer. That's why in all of my courses, from color to e-design to staging, I always have funnels and freebies there for you. I take it one step further, if you will, so that you not only learn about color, but you have that freebie, color freebie, the paint color cheat sheet and things like that, that you can give to clients. And you should have that freebie as a banner on your site. And remember, I showed you really quickly on her homepage, she has that two freebies, which is super smart. You should have freebies on all of them. But I'm hoping, I didn't go to her services, but I'm hoping on all her services, she has the same thing, that she has the freebie banner. Because when you have that freebie banner, it's just really easy to look at how good she made these pages. Just such a good job to not only just interest them. Yep, look at it. Let's talk. This is just a form she did, and then she has the services. So she really customized the site beautifully. Love to use her example. And this is great. This is another, great image that she used from UpNest. I think we have that in our training. So she just did it all, and she even included the FAQs. Wow, really smart. Just a great, great services page. Okay, so let me show you how to set that up. Okay, right now I'm just inside our simplicity template. And when you order, let's say this template, you're going to get it to look like this. So you can see some remnants of what she kept and a lot of what she changed. And the point is, you can change all of this a lot, especially now. The technology is amazing. If you really have an interest in, a lot of people just don't, and that's fine too, because the seller and the realtor who comes to the sites is not going to know that it looks like a stager 2 states over. I mean, it just doesn't matter. So let me show you how to easily create that. You're going to go to New, and we're going to create a new page. Now, I should mention to you, if you are not updating your plugins on the regular, some of this may look very different to you, because WordPress and the Thrive is always updating and making their plugin better. This is the technology that we've put in your website. So I'm just showing this. If you have a Wix or Weebly or Squarespace site, just go to your site and you're just going to create a new page, and you want it to kind of be a landing page. Hopefully they have kind of templates for you like we do here. I'm just showing, if somebody I know a lot of you have our website, so I'm just showing you how it's done here. But the concept is the same whatever website program that you use. Even if you're just using WordPress, you're just going to create a new page. But if you're using one of ours, if you have not updated these plugins in well over a year, then you may want to hire a professional to do it, because a lot of times when you don't update those and you go to update them, they get wonky things could happen to your site. So I would call a tech, go to Fiverr and have someone just do that. It costs you $20, and then you can see exactly what I'm seeing. If you've been updating your plugins and it's only been a few months, you're fine. You're meant to be updating those. Okay, so let's call this is the new IKEA shopping guide that I'm going to give to you guys. And if you use our sites, we create every WordPress page in using the technology that we give you, which is called Thrive Architect, and that's when you hit launch. Now, if your button looks a little bit differently, it's because you haven't updated your plugins. I should also mention, if you are absolutely not technical and just looking at this is giving you the heebie-jeebies, seriously, go to Upwork, go to Fiverr, Fiverr.com, and hire This is like basic for anyone with a little bit of tech knowledge, like Bianca obviously has. So, but if it scares you to death, then hire someone. Literally, you'd be paying less than $50 for someone who understands this, and you just tell them what I need. So you can even have them watch this video, and they will set it up for you on your site for probably under $50. So what am I going to want to do? I don't want a normal page. I'm actually going to use one of their pre-built landing pages. If you didn't get this option, it's because, again, your plugins are not updated. You don't have the latest and greatest Thrive. So you might want to update those to get this option if you have not in the last couple months. So go to pre-built landing page, and here's what's really cool is they have been adding and changing and making all of these really cool landing page libraries. I haven't even looked at this. There's Legacy are their old ones. Their smart landing pages are the ones, and this is what I've showed you. This is why you get your brand boards. You have your brand boards, you know your colors. We already have it pre-built in your website, but basically the smart landing page lets you just go in and say, I've got, a color already. So here's the templates. Um, I kind of like this Chick Smart one. There's 7 pages to choose from for that. So just click in on that. And it actually has them kind of all set up for you. So you could say, hey, Chick Smart Lead, this is kind of the IKEA guide. Get this guide. And then it even has the thank you page set up. So you could do that one or the download. Oh, here's another good thank you. And then this is just a big long sales page, which I kind of like, which is kind of more than you need. So let's just keep it simple like she did. We're going to just pick the Chick Smart Lead Generation landing page, and I'm going to apply that template, and I'm just going to edit it. All right, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select this background section, and you see how that background image has like little makeup brushes and all. I obviously don't want that. I'm going to go to background style, and I'm going to go to the image part, and you can see if I click on that image, and I know you know what to do because you've worked on Thrive, so you know all this. You can go and choose, one of your, regular images that we give you. So I'm going to choose that as a background image instead. I think it'll look better. See, it's just very subtle. You hardly see it, but it matters. Okay, and I'm going to say, get and you can call the IKEA thing anything you want, but I'm just going to do some typing here. Okay, get my go-to IKEA shopping guide for free. And I'm going to see it's a photo of her. I don't want that photo of her. I want the photo, and I'm going to give you guys this, the photo and the guide. So now I'm going to click on this, and I need to upload the IKEA photo. So I'm going to select that, select my upload. Now we have it IKEA Hacks. That's another good name you could use it for. You can't easily change, well, you could change this image actually. You could change it in Canva by just uploading it in Canva and writing over the writing that we have for you. But other than that, you can't. We didn't create it in Canva. We created this in design files. This is part of our eDesign training. If you've taken my eDesign training, then you know it's in your account. It's automatically, everything we add to that account is yours and gets into your account. I'm trying to decide how I want to slide this. I'm just going to hit apply. All right, so now it's kind of shaping up. I think I might want to add that image. This is a sign up form, and you guys know with our website you should connect your website with your email system, but I'm also going to add an image to the right of it. I'm going to make it extra tempting for them. To the right of that sign up form. Come on now. Where is it? Why isn't it doing that? Here it goes. You just kind of click and drag. There it goes. I'm going to take that. I'm going to see if I can make it a little bit cooler looking. Because one thing I like about our images is you can click on them and you can create different styles, like a lifted style. That's kind of nice. Or this. I'm going to go a lifted style. Apply, and then another thing I like to do is add shadow. I know it's overkill, but that's just me. So it's lifted and shadow and apply. So I'm getting a little crazy here, and just make sure this form, if you click on this form and you go to main options, you have it connected to your email. I show you how to do that in the thing. So you can edit the form elements, but you want to make sure you connect it to a list. So you're going to go into your email program, whether you use MailChimp That's my favorite because it's free. Sendinblue.com is one of my new favorites because it is free too for you. So, and it actually is, I think, a little easier to use than MailChimp. MailChimp is just a little tricky. So connect it to that. I'm going to get it. Now, what I would do is we can redirect. This is what she did to the custom URL, the thank you page that we're going to create that'll give them the IKEA shopping guide. So that's kind of the thing that people get confused about because they think, well, how do I do that? I don't have the page. We just have to, we're going to save and exit out of this, and then we're going to go ahead and create that page. So save and preview. Make sure that page is published. You do that by going edit page and publish, but we're going to go to new and we're going to go to create new page. We can call it IKEA thank you. And then we're going to do the same thing we did before. We're going to launch and we're going to use one of those, already pre-built landing pages. Why reinvent, right? All right, we're going to use the pre-built landing page. We're going to go to the cheek ones because we like it. And we're just going to do the download page. So I'm going to apply that. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing we did. I'm going to look at this background image and I'm going to go to background and I'm going to change it to maybe the board. Let's see how that looks. Oh yeah, see that looks good. And I'm going to hit apply and then I'm going to change this image. Same thing, don't need her, just need the board image. I'm just going to hit apply. Now I'm trying to remember what I called this thing. I think I called it so that all looks good. Now it's going to have, default your company name, legal disclaimer. If you don't want this whole section, footer, just delete. But it is a landing page. It's probably good to keep it there and create your own privacy policy and all that because you kind of should. If you do a Facebook ad to this, Facebook might make you do it, but it's up to you. And the other thing I was going to show you that's kind of cool now with our sites, this is just an offshoot, is now we have this block technology. And you see that you're like, what is this block? Now everything's pre-done. These are page blocks. They're going to tell you where they're like, hey, do you want content or page blocks? They're going to let you choose, and they give you actually a ton of content blocks. So if you wanted to add like an FAQ or something about yourself, look at all these choices you have. So you're never reinventing on the content. You're never looking from scratch. That's always been my big issue. We have a lot of templates that we've already put in there, but look at all these cool kind of call to action. So we're gonna add more, but you already have a lot of choices here. So this is a little offshoot in how awesome the technology is of the sites that we use for you. But let's just get this thank you page done because I know you're busy. I like the look of that button. Start your download, and we want this to link to the IKEA shopping board. And here's where you can do one of two things. We are a reseller host, which means you can't overload your site with tons of backups of your site or tons of big photos that aren't rephotoed because you only get so much space. I mean, eventually we kind of run out of space and we'll ask you to kind of move it to a unlimited space host. That's rarely happened. Very rarely do people do that, but I'm always conscious of telling you, just be careful of the space. Don't use it for all your downloads. Use Dropbox, have a link to your Dropbox if you can, or, Amazon space. But in this case, you can because this isn't that big of an item. So I'm going to go ahead. I just switched to a different browser to, the IKEA. Thank you. I'm going into the media library and I'm going to upload that IKEA shopping guide and create the link for it so we can just link to it. I'm going to show you how to do that. So in the library, you just upload, you add new, and you're going to upload that shopping guide. It's pretty large, but it's not too bad because it is like many multiple pages, so it's going to take a little while. So whenever you upload, this is your media in WordPress. It's kind of a cool place. That's why I say don't over upload things because it's not meant to be your storage for all your photos and things like that. That's what you could use Dropbox or Amazon, any of that for. But anywhere that you want to upload it and get a link. So whenever you click on it, this right here is the file link to it. So I'm just going to Control A and I'm going to Control C. I'm going to copy that link, or I guess I should have just gone copy URL. Boom. And then I'm just going to go to that page and I'm going to go to that button And right here, it's saying what's the URL for that button or the link. I'm going to make sure it opens in a new tab because I don't want it to, I want it to just kind of pop up for them. And then I'm just going to save and preview. But most importantly, I need to go back and publish that page. So I'm going to go to edit page because I never actually hit publish. And I should have done that. It's, that's where you sometimes are like, where'd that page go? It needs to be published for you to actually see it live. And I'm going to actually hit publish. So it's published. Publish. Again, it's not going to go in your menu or anything. It doesn't really matter. In fact, this is going on the Simplicity site. So now I can actually view the page. But let's start from the top. Let me show you. We just did the sales funnel. This is one sales funnel that you can have just a regular promo, set it evergreen, and you're truly branded. But let me show you from the top what it looks like. All right, I went to my pages. I'm going to go to my IKEA shopping guide because I see it's published. I'm going to view it. I also recommend you put photos of you, as you guys know. So I'm going to put my name. Let's just test this out. Always test because sometimes, you could have missed a step. So I'm going to say, get my free guide. And it should take me to my, oh, that's right. I didn't connect it to my new thank you page. Okay, that's on me. That's why you always test it. Let me show you what we do. I need to get the link to that new thank you page. I need to connect it to this page. So I'm going to go to my pages, my IKEA thank you page. I'm going to view it. I know this is an extra step, but I always want to make sure I'm going up here. I'm going to copy the link to that. Then I'm going to go back to my pages. And then I'm going to edit that IKEA page so I can add that link in that form. I'm going to edit that page with Thrive Architect. Just going to go straight to doing that. There's a lot of different ways you can get to the page and edit. You can do it from the black top bar or your pages menu. If you're familiar with WordPress, this is easy. All right, and then all I need to do is select this form and redirect it to the URL I want it to go to. And now I'm going to save and preview this, and now we actually get to test it. Let's see if it takes me to my thank you. It should. Woohoo! There we go. Thank you for setting up. Yay! Now I can start my download. There's my download. And in case you guys are wondering, this is what's cool. If you have this, if you're an e-design person, then you will have this in your e-design account with your own logo and all that. So you might want that, but in this case, it's no big deal. It's just still, it's the shopping guide with all my favorite things where they just click and shop on it. That's what makes the e-design training kind of cool because we not only created room boards for people as starting points with their clients, but we create a lot of boards like this that can be used as sales funnels. I mean, look how valuable this is. You can check out my blog. I just blogged about my favorite staging accessories, and that's where we created another complete shopping guide. Like this bag is like essential for storing as a stager all of your bedding and all that sort of thing. So that's what I love about these boards is there's a lot of value. I mean, look, this is like a multi-page board that people get a lot of value. So now how do we put this in practice for the truly branded social? I'm just wrapping everything up to what Bianca was doing is if you go to the social, we can create a cool kind of social post that says, hey, get my free IKEA shopping guide or who loves to shop IKEA. And we can use the image that I gave you here with the board because people really love that board. And we can use that as a post and put it in our calendar over and over and over again. So let me show you how you could do that really quick. All right, so I'm in my Truly Branded account. I just go to Create Post. Just going to go upload that photo. Here it is. I'm going to open. That's pretty eye-catching. And then I'm just going to type in a message. Now, whenever you've perfected a post, like here I just put, do you love IKEA as much as I do? Little use emojis. I told you those are people eye-catching. I said I find myself shopping there all the time, and there are some of my go-to items, my IKEA shopping guide that I created that you can download for free, heart, heart. Go to this link to get your IKEA shopping guide with direct shopping links and enjoy. So make sure you create it, the link. This is the link. And you then select your social profiles that you want it to go to. But here's the thing I love. Number one, you are going to want to save these to your My Ideas because that's where you're collating all these cool things. And that way you can also use it again and again and again if you didn't want to do it weekly. But so save it there. But then also, here's the beauty of the schedule. You can put it on the schedule. You can pick a day, and especially if you're doing like holiday stuff, you want it during the holidays. But I'm going to put this on a popular Tuesday. This is a popular time for me, and I am going to repeat it, not daily, that seems aggressive, but maybe weekly, because especially if you have us, you can repeat it on the days of the week. I'm going to repeat it on Tuesday. You can say when the repetition ends. Maybe I just want to repeat this by, you know, I want to do it, because you only get in front of like 6% of your viewers per post, right? And if you're doing, that's the point to posting a lot, is then you're getting in front of a lot. That's why, I mean, hey, we do 12 posts for you with the Truly branded social, but hopefully you're also doing some of your own posts, and then you're sprinkling in these promo posts so that you're building your email list and capturing that clientele. So then you just hit, schedule, and away you go. You can view it in the calendar. And that's the way that works. Now, because I'm obviously not going to do this because I don't want it in my calendar, I can go into that. I'm thinking you can too. And you can hit delete, and then you can delete, if you don't like it anymore, all connected posts. So I'm going to confirm that delete. I don't want that in that time slot. So there you go. Hopefully that helps you. You can see how easy this system is. Get used to it. Have fun with it. That's kind of a long version of the sales funnel, but you can, if you have our websites, you can see how easy it is to do it for a staging cheat sheet, top dollar guide, my e-design or color guides, things like that. So start creating those funnels, start collecting email addresses, start staying in touch, and before you know it, you're going to have a lot of fans and clients. See you in the next video.